What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and today we'll be talking about OnyxCoin. I don't expect this video to last long. I don't expect it to be a long-lasting video. We are probably going to move right through the price action because a lot hasn't really happened over the past few days. Nonetheless, we are back above 004. It's kind of exciting. It's a new week. Let's talk about it, okay? Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. OnyxCoin is doing more or less the same stuff that it's done throughout its existence since really since like mid and late 2025. We're just being boring, moving sideways, having some fun little pumps along the way, and then some slow, depressing dumps as time goes on. I do believe that we're at a low point, and if we look at the weekly time frame, this isn't everything. This isn't. And you know what? Maybe we should even go to the all-time history. Let's go to the all-time history. I'm actually curious. Where are we in regards to this? We don't look at this too often. High to low here. We're not really anywhere in the fibs. Okay. If we are on the Coinbase chart, where are we? Let's imagine that this one's respected. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It actually does look a little bit more respected, to be fair, but still we're not anywhere in the fibs. But if we take this low to high here, we are right in our golden ratio zone. We take this low to high here, we have tipped the golden ratio zone. So no matter how you slice it, either way, we're basically right at that golden ratio area. Can we go lower? Absolutely, we can. Yes, we can. We can go a little bit lower. It is possible. But I still believe that we're at a staging area where we could see some recovery, where we likely do see some recovery. And what I'm talking about recovery is not what we saw last week, where we moved up 9%. It's not what we've seen over the past couple of days. We're moving up 5% a day, little pieces like this. No, I'm talking about recovery like this. I'm talking about recovery like this, something kind of exuberant like that. Maybe something like this or like this as well. Something that's a little bit more than what we've seen here, right? One of those more exciting moves that then later turns into a depressing, bleeding, selling off. Hopefully that's not the case, but recovery. We are expecting recovery here. We look at this on the daily time frame with our indicators. You are moving up a little bit in the stochastics. That's looking nice. You're flipping green after being red for quite some time in the MACD, which is also nice. Typically, let's just see, whenever we flipped green the last handful of times, here we flipped green after being red for a little bit of time. Here we flipped green after being red. It flipped green after being red. That's a false cross. We won't count it. I don't think this is a false cross right now, so we can get a little bit more excited. When you flipped green here, you did go lower, but the big pump came, let's see, I guess like a month and a half later. Here you flipped green. We did go lower, but then we had a nice little bit of recovery about a month later, right? Here you flipped green. You didn't go lower. You actually saw a really nice pump, but again, still going lower over time. So something in the way of a 47% pump from low to high to a 200% pump, or anything and everything in between. If we see something that's more exuberant than that, that would be great. But I'm personally expecting that we see some prices above 0.005 at the very least. I wouldn't be surprised if we did get back above 0.006, maybe even 0.007. What we'd really like to see here, the thing that would be instrumental in proving that we're doing something different, would be to get above this high here. If we can get above this high, if we can form a higher high, that would be the first time that we've actually seen a higher high since 2024, since late 2024. Or I guess, would it be 2025? I guess it would be 2025. That'd be the first time we've seen a higher high since then. Yes, this high was higher than this high, but that doesn't count, right? It's a lower high here, it's a lower high here, it's a lower high there, it's a lower high there. If we can get above this high here, that's the point that I'm kind of fixated on right now, is this point here. And we do have July 1st, some big announcement coming. Maybe it's big. If I had to bet my money on it, I would think that it's probably not that big of a deal. It's probably going to be Bubkiss, but you never know, man. There could be something really cool coming our way. Maybe it's just something. I think if it's something with the payments, I think that would be really cool. Maybe the rest of the market wouldn't think it's cool, and we might not see a dramatic pump because of that. Maybe it's some humongous partnership. I think partnerships are nice for a time. They generate a lot of excitement, a lot of hype, but partnerships don't really mean anything. Maybe we're not just partnering, but we're merging with another project, or some institution, or there's like some kind of crazy big news that I'm not considering, that none of us are considering. I don't know. But likely what it's going to be is just a moment where in time we do see some relative excitement, and then we probably sell off. If this relative excitement gets us a lower high, whoop-de-doo, we can probably expect to see lower lows than this as time goes on. I suspect by the end of the month of June, we will see this move happen. If not very early July, I expect we'll see this move happen. But if this move does take us above 00865, above this high here, things are interesting to say the least. Maybe even from there, it's the same thing and we do sell off, we see lower lows. Maybe. But that's something different that we haven't seen really since January of 2025. The possibility of consolidating and moving higher would be there. I mean, OnyxCoin has had a full bear market, and it's had a very long time where we've just been moving sideways. Even in the depths of this move down here, even as we've seen lower lows, we haven't really like shuffled down. We haven't sold off, right? We've just seen a slightly lower low. This could be fake out territory, making anybody who considered selling here, they're like, okay, if we go below this low, if this isn't the low, if C-Zar's rounded bottom idea is out the window, then I'm getting out. The rounded bottom could still be happening. It really could still be happening. And I've said it this for a predominant amount of this time is that you can see lower lows. It's just it didn't happen the way that we thought it would happen here. But anyways, all points aside, what I'm trying to say is, if we can get above this high, and depending on how we maintain ourselves afterwards, that could be very exciting. We see something like this. If we get above this high, the first thought in my head is, okay, next target's 2 cents or above, like 2 cents, 2.5 cents, something like that. If we can consolidate instead of just getting up here and then bleeding off like this, getting up here and then bleeding off like we have every single time, if we can see some consolidation that lasts, I would say, longer than a week, there's a chance that we do go to 2 cents. That chance goes even higher. The likelihood, the statistics go even higher. So excited to see what comes between now and the end of this month. I do expect that we're going to see a pump before the 1st of July. If we don't see a pump before the 1st of July, I doubt we're going to see one afterwards. Because, again, I don't think that this announcement is going to be... I don't think that it's going to be anything that's world-shocking, attention-grabbing. Maybe... I think it'll be exciting for the long term. It'll probably be a positive development. Yes, it'll be something to celebrate and get excited about. But as far as engaging market participants, I don't know if it'll be that exciting. We'll see. I would much rather be pessimistic and cautionary whenever it comes to excitement around events like this, and then be pleasantly surprised than I would be just hyping it up, and then it's a big nothing burger, and I look like a jackass, right? That's some people, they'll say you should be hyping it up, even if you don't think it's a big deal. You should be hyping it up. You're the guy. You're the hype guy. Who's gonna buy it if you're not hyping it up? I am the hype guy. I am. I love this coin. I think it's gonna go to $1. I think it's gonna go to $2 in time. It's not even worth a cent right now. There's your hype. But I'm also not. I'm not gonna BS you. I'm gonna be real with you, right? Just like any time that it's gone down, I've admitted that I was wrong. But the thing is here, we knew that this price action was coming before we actually saw lower lows. We were aware of that before it happened. We were excited here. We thought that we were going to get some massive recovery, and it just didn't happen. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But if we can get this higher high here, in a sense, you do have a couple of higher highs in the way. But really, it would just be. I think that would be something to get excited about. That would be more exciting, in my opinion, than whatever announcement comes our way. Maybe the announcement gets us there. But that would be, man, that would be very, very exciting. Then you'll see me be making an ass out of myself, and then the price can go lower, and I'll have egg all over my face, whatever. Even if the price goes lower, we'll be buying, we'll be staking. I imagine right now, I mean, if you're staking with Goliath, I think 1,000,000 tokens gets you like 700 or 800 coins a day, something in there, right? Staking with Goliath, it gets you like 700 or 800 coins a day. I know that it's something in that realm. So if you're 10 million, you're doing 7,000, 8,000 coins a day. If you're doing more than that, you're getting more than that. But imagine that this is worth $1 one day or $2 one day. If you're staking, if you're holding, you're making some solid passive income. As long as you have the vision, it's just not accessible yet, at least at those valuations. I did make I'm trying to end this video here, but I did make a poll and I haven't checked it. I want to see what it looks like. How's Hyperliquid? Hyperliquid, man, it's crazy. It's crazy that's back at $75, man. Absolutely insane. I think it keeps going. It'll probably go above 80. Might pull back a little bit right now, but anyways, let's see. Shout out to Handicap. I'm gonna give you some love. Let's see, hold on. Building around a highly anticipated undisclosed announcement or update scheduled for July 1st. Exact details are being kept under wraps. Market speculation centers on a major ecosystem milestone, a technical network upgrade, or significant. Yeah, that about sums up this video. Thank you, Andy. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hopefully that doesn't pull up. I gotta make myself laugh, guys. Okay. All right. Happy birthday, Donnie T. What would you do with your XCN? So looks like sell some, hodl some is the, if it pumped to 2 cents, that's the most dominant answer. Hodl to $1 is the second most dominant answer, and then sell all of it. About a quarter of you would sell all of it. So that's awesome. That's actually pretty awesome. Oh, but that's not that many votes. 37 votes. Come on now, guys. 4.1 views, 4.1K views. Come on now. Come on. We need more. We need more votes than that. We need to get an actual pulse. I need at least 100 votes, if not more. 4,000 of you saw it, but you didn't vote. Come on now. It's easy. You just click. Maybe most of you don't hold it. I don't know. If you're watching this video, you probably do hold it. But I'm just killing time now. Let's end the video there. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I suspect that we will, as time goes on, we will probably stay in this range until we get closer to the end of this month, where we might see some type of monkey pump like this that happens in a day or 5 days. So come, really the 20th and onward, I think that we could start holding our breath over this move. It'll probably happen pretty soon. It's the 16th now. 20th is in 4 days. Those last 10 days of the month there, right? January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, the last 10 days of the month could be exciting. I expect that they will be. And maybe it happens sooner, but that's just my suspicion. I think it'll be closer to the event rather than well before it. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye.